Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing the weekly reading. So this is going to be from the 1st to the 6th of September just because of the way that the calendar is, and there were 31 days in August. So just because of that, I'm going to be doing, of course, 1st to the 6th rather than 1st to the 7th, just because of the way the weeks are. So I am going to go through all of the signs. So the timestamps for every single sign will be in the description box below. So definitely do check those out. You can check out your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus sign timestamps and the reading that I'm going to be doing, readings should I say. It can give you more information for the month if you sort of look at, your other signs as well. So definitely, do check out your other sign readings. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what's coming through. We've got here some everyday witch oracle cards. We've also got the tarot cards as well. So I'm going to get started, but also I do want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information will also be in the description box below as well. They are done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention is my intention bracelets are on Etsy. So I'm actually wearing quite a few of them here just to sort of show you. I'm wearing a crystal healing intention bracelet. I'm wearing an evil eye bracelet, a love and a soulmate bracelet as well. These are there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. They're there to give strength and courage, and also to manifest different areas of your life as well, and different intentions you have. If you would like to see how other people have seen results with them, please do check out my Etsy store. Link is in the description box below. International shipping. There's so many different types of bracelets, crystals, intention cards which you can put under your pillow, wallet or your purse, which are hand embroidered by me. Bracelets are handmade as well. There's teas, all sorts on there, so do check out my Etsy store. Thank you so much for those of you who have told me, the amazing results you've seen. It's amazing to hear about. Okay, so yeah, 1st to the 6th of September, we're going to start first of all with Virgo, because why not? Virgo season. We'll start with Virgo. Also, it's my sun sign as well, so Okay, so let's have a look. Virgo, let's have a look. 1st to the 6th of September. Let's get some oracle. I'm just like, let's get some oracle cards. These are tarot cards. Let's get some tarot cards. It is, of course, Virgo season as well. So let's have a look and see what's coming through in the month of September for the week 1st to the 6th of September. 4 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Temperance, 2 of Cups, Moon, aiming for 6 cards. So let's see. Okay, Ace of Cups. Okay, you're thinking a lot about love here. You're also thinking, well, it can be love, it can also be a connection or a friendship or a family member. This is really about being very, very connected to someone and feeling quite chaotic about it as well, because the moon here shows a bit of chaos and a bit of frustration, feeling a little bit hot and cold, like perhaps why are things not working out in my favour? Why are things not happening the way I want them to happen? There's a little bit of that here. But what I also feel is divine intervention and divine timing, okay, is at work. So if you're feeling like, okay, you know what, my love life is not really going anywhere, or things are not necessarily going the way you want them to, I feel like the spirit guides and the angels, the universe, they have something really big in their mind. And essentially, during this week, you may feel very, very emotional. You may feel very chaotic. You may feel like things are just not working out the way I want them to. But I feel like that's because there's something so much more bigger, something that's so much more balanced. You see a lot of balance here. You've got the 2 cups in the Temperance card, which represents balance. You've got the 2 pentacles representing balance. You've got the Moon card, which is also sort of about that hot and cold. Again, that's balance as well. You've got the 4 wands, and you've also got the 2 of cups. So a lot of balance. I'm not going to keep saying that word. You get my gist, right? This can also be to do with career opportunities, where you feel like you're just not getting the right thing, or things are just not working out, and it just feels like one after the other after the other. So this particular week here is really about you finding flow and realizing that, you know what, the universe has something way better for me. And it's that sort of awakening that I feel like you're going to have in September, in this particular week from the 1st to the 6th, where you're going to think, actually, do you know what? There's something so much bigger here that is coming through. And it's sort of this like mini awakening that you're having here, especially with the Moon card, because hello, full moon energy as well, you know, is starting to really sort of pick up. So it's that energy of like, wow, you know, we're building up to something really, really big here. And you may also then realize as well in your personal life, like there are certain cycles and there are certain things that happen in your life where you may have not got what you wanted, but actually that was a blessing. So you might be really doing a lot of analysis and a lot of thinking, not surprised because it's also Virgo energy, like season, you know. So you might be doing a lot of thinking where you're thinking, wow, you know, that at one point I really wanted something, but I didn't get it, and it was a wonderful stroke of luck. Okay, so sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck, and you might realise that here in this week as well. Okay, you might feel really, I was only going to get one card out, but it looks like we've got two. Okay, we'll go with those. Oh my gosh, they've just fallen under the table. Excuse me, Virgo, I'm just going to grab all of those cards and see what is coming through in terms of the messages. Okay. Right. You know what I really love is when there's like a spider and there's tarot cards or oracle cards or some kind of card that has like fallen down, but you just... Okay. You know what? Maybe they're not meant to be. Right, anyways. I'm gonna leave them there. There's two cards there that are sitting right next to a spider and I'm too scared to get it, and I just feel like, you know what, maybe they're just not meant to be a part of the reading. Okay. I don't even know what they are, but, you know, anyways. I feel like it's meant to be, but they're not supposed to be. Okay, so, Virgo, what we have for you here is learn from life and also change and progress. So, see, there's something here that you may feel like you're really missing out on, but it's almost like, right, in this 1 week, this 6 days, you're going to think to yourself, I didn't get what I wanted. And it can cause a lot of emotional turmoil, and it can cause a lot of frustration, a lot of stress, and a lot of sadness. But at the same time, I feel like there's this energy here of change and progress. Not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. It's almost like, you know what, you didn't get it, but it's okay. It's okay that you did not get it. And that's the thing that I'm seeing here, is that it's bringing you much more progression. It's bringing you something better. And that's what you're going to realise here. And also it says learn from life. So you might be doing a lot of learning. You might be reading a lot. You might be studying. You might be really into spirituality because you've got temperance here. So you've got a lot of this energy that's coming through, and also it's quite this like hermit mode as well. You might be staying in a lot more, you might be watching documentaries. There's definitely a lot of that energy that's coming through here, you know, trying to distract your mind from this particular love or career or career opportunity, or you know, thinking about friendship that you may have lost. There's definitely a lot of energy here, so please take it as it sort of goes to your situation, because for some of you it's love, for some of you it's career, and for some of you it's these certain bonds, you know, that you really wanted to work out, you know, in regards to friendships, and it just kind of didn't. Sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. All right, just something to mention. Okay, right, so Taurus, let's have a look and see what is coming through 1st to the 6th of September. Okay, the card just literally fell in the drawer. I just shuffled it and it fell. Queen of Cups. Okay, there's definitely something here that you're considering emotionally. Okay, it's 1st to the 6th of September for Taurus. 6 cards. Let's have a look. What is going on here? Okay, right. 2 of Cups. Okay. 9 of Cups, King of Wands. 2 of Cups keeps coming out, which I think is quite interesting. Empress is actually ruled by Venus, and we know that Venus also rules Taurus. No, Taurus is ruled by Venus. There we go. That's the right way around. Okay, so what I think is quite significant with this particular energy that I'm picking up, and we're going to also use the oracle cards as well, is that the 4 of Swords here is really showing that you need rest in this month. You might be constantly doing, you might be going, you might be finding a million distractions, doing a million different things, but there's this energy here of like, take rest for yourself, because I feel like there's this energy of perhaps burning out or feeling like you have to do a million things to keep up with people, but that's not the truth at all. The Four of Swords here shows that you need to rest, right? You need to rest to recover your energy. You need to rest so that you feel good. You need to rest so that, you know, your emotions also feel a little bit more aligned as well. You need to rest so that you feel, you know, good within yourself, and you feel happy, you feel confident, you feel secure. You know, sleep is very, very important. Rest is also very important as well. I did actually find a quote, actually, that I think makes a lot of sense to this situation. I think actually it's on my Instagram story, isn't it? So let me just, 1 second, let me find it. Okay, so if anyone wants to follow me, by the way, on Instagram, you can. So it's this one, and it's by a Instagram account called @Steven. So it says, living your best life has nothing to do with cocktails or holidays. Living your best life is being surrounded by meaningful relationships, feeling fulfilled, and living in a peaceful mind. People really living their best life won't feel the need to tell you that they are. You know, that's the energy that I'm feeling here, where you might feel like you have to perhaps do a million things, or you have to be constantly out and about and sort of perhaps post it online or tell people like, I was doing this and I was doing this and I went here and I went there. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that is the way to live a meaningful life. And that's also something I've learned over time as well, is that that does not mean that you're living a meaningful life. Sometimes the people that are living perhaps the most meaningful life within themselves is just by doing what they feel is right. And, you know, it's not to say that you shouldn't go get cocktails and things like that, but, you know, it's more so about having a balance in life as well, which is interesting. Okay, so Taurus, 1st to 6th of September, I see you here sort of slowing down, you know, trying to take more care of yourself, a lot of self-love, a lot of energy within yourself. This also allows you in regards to personal relationships and friendships. This allows you to feel much, much better in terms of your career and your career performance, or performance in terms of education. Perhaps you are also someone who is learning, or you're at school. You know, this really does help in many areas of your life. The big message here is rest. Rest, Taurus, rest. It helps you with everything. It helps you also in terms of achieving your goals and your dreams, okay? Because if you're not well rested, I mean, it becomes difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay, so we've got here affirmation for healing the heart. Okay, so perhaps some of you are really run down. Perhaps some of you have gone through heartbreak. Perhaps some of you are grieving something, or you just feel really lost in your sort of energy, and you feel like you have to use distractions. You have to sort of do a million things to sort of keep your mind away from someone or something. And here, I really just feel here that an affirmation for healing your heart can be really, really powerful. You know, saying to yourself, I am love, I am worthy, I am confident, I am strong. That can really help you as well. And some of you may find it really, really hard to rest. You may feel very restless, but I do feel here that seeking support from other people that are around you, or seeking support from the universe. Remember, if you're alone, seeking support from the universe can really help you during this time to feel less lonely and to feel much better. Yeah, so you might be really struggling with that here as well. But I do feel here that rest is very, very important. And I do feel here that, you know, sometimes distractions are important, but constantly distracting yourself is only going to lead you to bury your head in the sand. So rest up, Taurus. Look at that, you know, energy. Like, this is a very comforting energy. This is about sort of perhaps even sort of staying home, doing your own thing, taking some time off. You know, you've got this really warm fireplace. It's just very comforting. You know, you've got the dog there as well. This is just such a comforting energy. You've got sage as well. This is about self-love and self-care and seeking support from those that are really there for you as well. So yeah, that's the energy that I'm really seeing here, especially if you're, you know, you're heartbroken, you're upset, or you're feeling frustrated. You know, rest, seek support, take care, pray, meditate. That's also the energy of the Four of Swords card. Okay, so that's the energy we have there for you, Taurus, for the 1st to the 6th of September. Capricorn, let's have a look and see what's coming through from the 1st to the 6th of September. Alright, 7 of Swords. So let's go for 6 cards, and then also an oracle card as well. I'm really interested to see what kind of message comes through there. King of Cups, 5 of Swords, I feel like you're holding something in, which is going to come out. Perhaps these are frustrations, perhaps this is, you know, worry of some sort, but you've just been holding it in for such a long time that I feel like it's going to come out. Yeah, there it is with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Five of Swords here is perhaps someone, you know, from the 1st to the 6th of September, they could have done this before as well, and this could be, again, this is something I think that you've been holding on to for a while, not just, you know, in this particular week, but before as well. So I feel here with this Five of Swords, which I think is quite important for me to mention as well, the Five of Swords really does represent a strong energy in regards to conflict. This could be an argument with someone, it could be that you're always trying to do things, perhaps you're always trying to communicate with this person and they just don't care, you know, and it's like you're always trying to patch things up, or you're always trying to find opportunities in your life, but you feel like people just don't care. And what I see here, Capricorn, is that you have had just about enough, okay? And this is what I see building. So you got the 5 to the 6 to the 7 of Swords. This is you just feeling frustrated, feeling chaotic, feeling like you are just done with this energy, you don't want nothing to do with it, you want to emotionally move forward, you want to move on, you just want to sort of, you know, exit out. That's what I'm seeing. I just see you wanting to sort of move out of this. Like, it's all bubbling to the surface. Like, it's all coming through to the point where I feel like from the 1st to 6th, you will just have, you know, this moment of release. Like, you will get everything out on the table that you have felt. Perhaps you might call someone and be like, you know what, I just feel like this. I don't feel good. I don't feel happy. The thing is with tarot is that when we see something ahead of time, you have the ability to change the energy as well. Right? That's a really interesting thing. If you don't want to have, you know, an argument with someone, or you don't want to ruin things with someone, take this as sort of like a warning, you know, from the universe. Like, hey, you know, if there's someone you're in a relationship with and you've just had enough of them, but then you don't want to lose them, then perhaps being diplomatic is the right thing. Perhaps telling them from your heart is a better thing rather than causing an argument. There's, you know, different ways to deal with different things. I always feel as well is that something that's meant for you will never pass you by. You know, it's the kind of energy that I see here. Something that's truly meant for you will never just randomly disappear. It's never just randomly going to hurt you. You know, like, certain connections should not be difficult. And that's the thing, is that the things that are meant for you will never be so difficult. This could also be in terms of career as well. But basically what I'm seeing, Capricorn, is that there's something that's just really annoying you. There's something that's frustrating you. There's something that's challenging you here. And all you want to do is feel safe. You want to feel emotionally, mentally, physically, you just want to feel safe and you want to feel happy. And that's the King of Cups really coming through. You want to feel happy, you want to feel safe, you want to feel good. And that's what I'm seeing, right? So what I see here, Capricorn, 1st to the 6th of September, things are bubbling to the surface. Perhaps someone lied, perhaps someone you know, is stealing or cheating or just saying not nice things about you, and you've just had enough. I don't blame you, all right, if you're in that kind of situation where you just feel like you've had absolutely enough. But, you know, the King of Cups here shows you got this, all right? You have absolutely got this. So let's have a look. It says here inspiration and courage. Yeah, see, you're going to have some courage here, okay? If people are treating you not very well, remember, how you allow them to treat you is how they will treat you. Right? How you allow someone to treat you is how they're going to continue to treat you. And if they disappear because you want to be treated properly, then it's not really your loss. It is not your loss, it is their loss. I can't stress that enough, okay? So, Knight of Wands, it's all bubbling to the surface. 3 of Pentacles, you're trying hard, I think, here, career-wise, sort of get things together. But I also feel here, you know, there's this energy of inspiration and courage, okay? Just know that if you feel like something is not right for you, then it's okay to emotionally walk away. It is okay to physically walk away. It's okay to mentally walk away. It is okay. For those of you that don't want to walk away, you know, being diplomatic is the only other way that I can really think about, you know, this whole situation. But that's what I see. You know, nothing that's meant for you is ever going to pass you by. It's not going to, you know, like hurt you to that level. You know what I mean? Even with career situations, if your career situation hurts you so much to the core, just know that it's not supposed to be like that. You know, especially with things that you can choose, right? Family, you can't choose. But friendships, relationships, career, these are choices. Right? And they should not be painfully heartbreaking. Those situations should not make you feel like you're not good enough, or that you're, you know, really bad unless you don't work hard at it. But, you know, it shouldn't make you feel that way. So inspiration and courage, like, know that you have the power to move through this, and for some of you to move away from this. Okay, so Capricorn, that's your message. 1st to the 6th of September. All right, Aries, let's have a look and see what is coming through 1st to the 6th of September. Okay, first we're going to start with tarot, and then we'll add in an oracle card. Okay, so 6 cards, Aries. Let's have a look and see what messages we have got. Oh my gosh, that just like fell straight on the floor. I'll grab that in a second. One more card. There we go. It is the Knight of Swords. Let me just grab the one that fell on the floor quickly. Death card. Alright, Death here is showing some significant transformation. So, I feel here, Aries, that you are going through a bit of a transformative time during the 1st to the 6th of September. Now, I'm reading for a lot of people. For some of you, this can be to do with careers. Some of you, this can be to do with a relationship, right? There could be a transformation in your relationship situation. Some of you might be going through heartbreak. Some of you might be going through phases of no contact. Some of you could be going through phases of moving, quite literally, you know, in terms of the home environment, because you have got the 4 of Swords here. But there, on some level here, you're going through a transformation, okay, a change, a big change. For some of you, might be going back into education. That's roughly the date as well for sort of kids going back to school here in the UK, from what I know at this very point that I'm filming it. So, you know, there's that sort of energy as well that is really coming through. So, you know, there's a lot of change, there's a lot of transformative energies. Yeah, the 9 of Swords, like there's a change to your routine as well. You know, having to change your routine and going through change can be very, very difficult. But also, you know, the 9 of Swords here shows the effect that this can have on you. You might be feeling very stressful. Sorry, no, you might be feeling very stressed. There we go. You might be feeling very stressful. You might be feeling very stressed. You might be feeling quite burdened. You might be feeling very emotional. As I also see here with the Queen of Cups. I just want you to know that you've got this, especially with the 4 of Swords. Everything that's happening is happening for the core energy of balance and progression. So, you know, this is the energy here of balance and stability, especially with the 4s. You know, take rest, perhaps pray, meditate, look after yourself. It's okay. This change is happening for a good reason, especially with the 9 of Cups. Okay, obviously, you know, you have got Virgo season, which can make you overthink everything 10 times more, but also you have got here as well the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords shows progression, it shows movement, it shows direction, it shows you getting yourself to a much better place, it shows you feeling stronger and confident, and also everything happening for good reason. Okay, so this change here is coming in for good reason. For those of you that have gone through heartbreak, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna, what was the word that I was gonna say? Not treat you. It's going to teach you, there we go, it's going to teach you a lot. There's a lot of teaching that's happening here, alright? I'm not just talking from an educational standpoint, but I'm also talking about for those of you moving, for those of you that, you know, going through heartbreak, or for those of you that have entered new relationships. Like, there's a lot that you're going to be taught throughout this entire process. So it starts, you know, from around this time, which is kind of crazy as well. Some of you might have been in the process of this change for a while now as well, but, you know, the Death card here shows, you know, death and rebirth. Alright, time doesn't stand still, nothing stands still, earth does not stand still, you know, so there's a lot of teaching here, there's a lot of moving, there's a lot of growing, you're emotionally getting much stronger during this time as well. So yeah, there's a lot of change that's coming in for you during this week that I am picking up on. We've got here, learn from life. See? Got another learning, growing kind of energy, especially with this one here. You've got a lot of books as well. So, you know, some of you could also be teachers. You could be students. Again, as I mentioned, sort of education. This could be you learning something new as well, you know. And I always also feel as well for those of you that have perhaps gone through, you know, a heartbreaking situation, or perhaps going through grief. Perhaps there has been a death that has ended, or something really has ended that you thought was not going to end. This is about you perhaps picking up a new hobby, looking at the world in a new perspective, having gratitude. A lot of that is really coming through here as well. You know, the Queen of Cups also has a lot of gratitude as well. You know, she's very emotional and she feels everything. So it's the energy that I'm seeing here, learn from life, you know, it's a big energy where I feel like this change is actually going to allow you to learn so much more and to also grow a lot as well. And I see a lot of learning and a lot of growing here happening from the 1st to the 6th of September for you, Aries. So it's a big, big energy that is that is progressing. There we go. That is progressing. It's the best way for me to put it. Alright, Leo, let's have a look and see what messages we have for the 1st to the 6th of September. Got one card that's already fallen out. So 6 cards. We've got the Fool, we've got the Moon, King of Cups. Okay. And there's a card that's, is there a card that's flipped over? No. Ah, there is a card that's flipped over. I swear there's one that's flipped over. Let's have a look together. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to reach for the Oracle card in just a little bit. Let me just go through the interpretation for these 6 cards for the 1st to the 6th. So you've got the 7 of Swords, okay? If someone has done you wrong, Leo, I just want you to know that this is not the end of the world. You may feel like it's the end of the world. I promise it's not. You know, there are some things that happen in life that just feel like this is the end of the world. Like there can be nothing worse than this. And I just want to say that it's not the end of the world. Okay, if someone has stolen something from you, or you know, this could be also an idea. You know, perhaps you feel like they're just doing something so horrible to you, or you feel like they're not treating you the way you deserve to be treated. Or they have cheated, or they have lied, or they have so many contradictions that you can never understand them. Just know that this is their problem and not yours, okay? This also goes for friendships and relationships, or even career. If you feel like you've been hard done and just like completely, you feel like there's some serious wrongdoing that has been done, just know that there are 2 sides to the coin, all right? So don't keep blaming yourself. Like, you might be blaming yourself even though it's not your fault. And I feel like it's really important here for me to tell you it's not your fault, especially here with the Fool, all right? You can get through this, you can move through this. The Moon here shows cycles and phases. It shows here challenges and obstacles that you can overcome, because the Fool here, you know, the Fool is just so spontaneous. The Fool's like, okay, I'm going to pack up my things, I'm going to take an adventure, I'm going to live my best life, I'm going to live in the moment, and sometimes the Fool is necessary. You know, there are some people that do this and they're very reckless, they're very immature, they don't know, okay, what they're doing, but I feel like you're a mature person, okay, especially with the King of Cups. You're mature, you're grounded, you understand yourself, you understand your emotions, you understand how other people can feel with certain energies and emotions as well, right? So you understand yourself and you know how it would feel to be hard done, especially through this situation. So I just want you to know that taking a trip or taking some space or taking some time to do something to not think about this can also be really healthy, and it can be good for you, especially with the Fool. The Fool here is a really strong, vibrant energy of just, you know, looking after yourself, having loyalty towards yourself. It's about self-love. 6 of Pentacles, perhaps some kind of volunteering or taking up, you know, something in regards to a hobby, working with others, giving back to others could be really good for you during this time as well, especially if you're not getting treated right. What I would say to you is how you let people treat you is oftentimes how they will treat you. Okay, so just want to put that, you know, I just want to plant that seed out there because it could help some of you in terms of your personal goals and your boundaries and how you deserve to be treated. You've also got here the King of Pentacles as well, and the King of Pentacles is such a strong energy in regards to, you know, just being yourself, being who you are. And the King of Pentacles here is also a really strong energy in regards to your personal stability. All right, so it's a really good week here to focus on career-related activities. Okay, for those of you that are unemployed, you know, applying for jobs, great time. For those of you that are trying to network with people to try and find opportunities, great time. For those of you that want to, you know, earn a little bit more, great time. For those of you that want to volunteer and do things, you know, for perhaps non-profit organisations, it's a great time to actually raise a lot of money as well, and also awareness. It's a really great time for that as well. The 7 of Swords here shows that, you know, also be aware of scammers, people that essentially, you know, it's like those sort of emails and those text messages or those links that you can click on, which, you know, can just be really, really not good. So, you know, be aware, keep your eyes peeled for those sort of scamming sort of vibes, all right? just saying, and with the Seven of Swords. So yeah, you can definitely rise above this sort of emotional turmoil that you may be facing here, Leo, and you can come out so much stronger. So that's what I'm seeing here for the 1st to the 6th. I just felt like really picking one from like the middle. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so you got here affirmation for acceptance, which I just think is so vital, and so like it just goes with this whole energy, right? Acceptance. That is so true. If someone does you wrong, remember it's about living in the present, not the past, but also it's very much so about having acceptance to your situation. You know, you've got here the dice right there. And you've also got here this book, which is fate, you know, and it's sort of you accepting and coming to terms with fate, and also saying to yourself, you know, I am fate, like I am my own destiny. You know, it's that kind of energy here of just having acceptance and saying to yourself, I have acceptance to the situation. I have learnt, I have grown from the situation. I've taken the positives and I've taken, you know, the lessons, and that's actually a really great way of sort of also, for those of you that have perhaps been through difficult situations in regards to love or career, having closure for yourself and being able to progress and being able to move forward and being able to have that happiness and that joy that you've really desired. And so that is the affirmation for acceptance that I'm seeing here, which is essentially having acceptance allows you to be able to move forward as well. And this is also that kind of energy of like taking a trip or doing something that just sort of takes your mind off of things as well. Okay, so that's what we've got there for you, Leo. And we go now to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, let's have a look and see what's coming through from the 1st to the 6th of September. As I was just saying, Sagittarius. Okay, so 1st to the 6th, let's have a look, see what 6 tarot cards are coming through. Energies, messages, clarity, information. You've got the Death card. You've got the Queen. Is that? No, that's not the Queen. The Page of Pentacles. You have got a Queen though. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Cups. You've got the Hierophant. Lovers. Okay. 5, 6. There's acceptance towards something here that I'm picking up on. For some of you, a situation in regards to love could have ended. For some of you, this is also having acceptance towards a situation that really isn't going anywhere. That's the kind of vibe that I'm picking up here. For others of you, this is sort of a transformative energy in regards to your relationships. This can also very much so mean that there's a revival of some sort as well. So, you know, the 1st to the 6th here is quite mixed because I'm seeing a lot of different Sagittarians watching this reading, which means that for some of you there has been an ending that has taken place, and this is you sort of accepting what is rather than what was, if that makes sense. So sort of accepting that things have ended rather than living in the past and thinking, okay, I could have changed this, I could have said this, I could have said that, I could have said this, and then things would have been different. This is more so you really coming to acceptance of the past and thinking to yourself like, okay, well, whatever happened in the past, it happened, you know, it happened. And so Death card here is you coming to terms that there is no moving backwards, it's just moving forwards. You know, that's the thing. Like, yes, the horse can reverse, but why would you want to make the horse reverse when the horse could move forwards? You know what I mean? Anyways, the Chariot as well. You know, the Chariot moves forwards naturally, and I think that is the energy here, is that you're just moving forward. You're moving forward. You're moving to greater things. You're moving to better things. And for some of you, there could be sort of a revival in regards to a connection that's happening, and that's also you just moving forwards, right? Because that's you having this understanding from the other person that they want to work on things. And if someone here is saying, I don't want to work on things, then that's you having acceptance, okay? So there's two sides I'm seeing here. If someone here says they want to work on things with you, that's great. You know, things are still moving forward and you're getting that acceptance and that energy from that person. However, if someone here is saying, I don't want to work on things, I don't want a relationship, I don't want to hire you for this job, it's still about you moving forwards and having acceptance towards the situation. So regardless of what's happening in your life with certain relationships, people, career, love, regardless of what is happening, you have to move forward. And that is what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius. You're just moving forward. You're moving forward for your personal stability and your personal security. I see you working very, very hard in this particular week as well. The Queen of Cups is having emotional acceptance of the situation. You might, for example, you might cry a lot, you know, especially if something's coming to an end, or if something's coming to a beautiful new beginning and a rebirth, you might cry happy tears and just feel to yourself like, finally, you know, finally, things are happening, things are working out, things are, you know, progressing. So that's the energy that I see here with the Lovers, where there's progression, there's movement, there's direction, which I think is, you know, very, very healthy as well, especially with this Page of Pentacles energy as well, you know. So it's regardless, it's having acceptance, and that is what I see here for you in the 1st to the 6th of September. I'm taking the top card. So you've got here cleansing body and spirit. Literally, when I saw this, I thought cleansing, bath and spirit. I love this. I love this so much. This is about, regardless of whatever happens, you have got this energy of self-love and self-care towards you and acceptance towards you. If something's going really well, you're looking after yourself. If something's going not so well, you're still looking after yourself. And that is the absolute beautiful, you know, energy here of comfort. You know, you've got this beautiful little cat with its toy. Or actually, is that another little kitten? You tell me. It's just this, you know, energy of comfort that I'm really picking up on. And you've got here sort of that really restful energy. It's sort of, you know, purifying you, and you're taking care of yourself. You know, and that's what I am seeing. So it's a really beautiful energy. Sorry, I'm just getting like notifications on my phone, which doesn't really tend to happen. But, you know, that's the kind of vibe that I'm picking up here, where you feel happy, you feel content, you feel strong, you feel, you know, you're taking care of yourself regardless. And yeah, why not? You know, take care of you, put yourself first, you know, cleanse your mind, your body and your spirit. You know, you're helping yourself, and I think that's the most important thing here, is helping yourself, and that allows you to progress forward regardless. Okay, so very interesting message actually that we got there. So yeah, it's a message that sort of goes two ways, but you'll know which way it's going for your personal situation. Your gut will tell you. All right, Sagittarius, so that's your reading. All right, Gemini, let's have a look and see what is coming through from the 1st to the 6th of September for your reading. We got Judgment. It's just like stuck there. I'm going to be shuffling 6 cards. All right, so Judgment. Interesting. Judgment, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, Gemini, is you're doing a lot of thinking, and you're doing a lot of wondering, and you're making some decisions here in this week. You're making decisions based on what serves you, what suits you, what's giving you what you want towards your goals and your dreams and your future ambitions. One of the reasons why I see you doing a lot of thinking during this time is, you know, it's the beginning of the month, and oftentimes at the beginning, you know, it's this sort of sense of optimism. You find that a lot of people, you know, during the beginning of, like, for example, year, they do a lot more thinking for their goals and their dreams. And I feel like here, the beginning of September, you're doing a lot of thinking for your goals and your dreams. Why? Because you're also in Virgo season. Virgo season is about thinking, reflecting, sometimes being overcritical of your situation, and really, you know, doing a lot of judgment, right? So, you know, in terms of the energies, I really see that here, that you have goals and dreams as to how you want your life to look. And in the 1st to the 6th of September, you're going to try and, you know, really look around you and see, is this serving me? Is this suiting me? Is this giving me what I truly desire? Is this making me feel happy? Is this making me feel content? Is this giving me what I truly, truly desire and want from my future life? So you're going to be doing a lot of soul searching. You're going to be asking yourself a ton of questions. You're going to be seeing, you know, are the people around me good for me? Are they lifting me up, or am I constantly having to chase them? Are they giving me answers? Are they leaving me left out in the cold? Do they love me? Do they care about me? Are they open with me, or do they run away, or are they selfish? You know, you're going to be asking yourself these questions a lot. So be prepared for your mind to be very, very active, and for you to be thinking of those pros and cons. Like, you know, a lot of the times Geminis, they go sort of back and forth, And of course the Four of Pentacles here is really showing that you just want the best for you. You know, you want to hold on to the things that are most valuable for you. That includes people, places, things, career as well, and you just want the best for yourself. And I think for once this is not a selfish thing to do. I think it's actually a really good thing to do, because I do feel that there are certain people around you that, you know, can be questionable. They may not be great for your energy. You might be chasing after someone that is not really doing that for you. And so I feel like here you're cleansing yourself of this energy, and you're trying to move forward to much more value. You're trying to move forward towards people that can give you what you truly deserve, and that's not a bad thing to do at all. I feel like here you're looking at your personal growth with the Seven of Pentacles and thinking, okay, I've grown a lot. You know, have I I can't even speak. I've grown a lot. Have I outgrown certain people in my life? You know, that's the kind of energy that I'm seeing. Perhaps you have outgrown certain people, and now you're making that judgment call as to who can stay and who probably shouldn't, you know. So don't feel, you know, sort of guilty in that regard. You've got here Earth Magic. See? Got quite a lot of energy in regards to sort of that Virgo season energy that's really coming through. So this is you, you know, this is, I look at this card as sort of like the magician, you know, very earthy, thinking about what suits them, what doesn't. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here as well, again, very earthy. This is like purifying your space, purifying your energy, purifying your entire environment, and who gets that good energy from you. You know, especially if you're like chasing someone, or you feel like you're an option to someone or a career. You know, there was that energy, that quote, where did I see it? I saw it somewhere, and it said, if you have to choose between, you know, me and her, pick her, because, you know, I don't want to be a choice or something. There was that kind of quote that I saw, but this can, you know, this can really resonate in regards to friendships, career. It can also be quite strong in regards to relationships. You know, if you are constantly having to perform for someone's attention, is that really worth it? Like, you know, it's that kind of energy. Like, it just doesn't seem right. So you're really thinking here about multiple areas of your life and whether it's good for you or not. So that's what I see you doing here, Gemini. All right, so that is your reading. Now we're going to move on to Libra. Let's have a look and see, Libra, what is coming through for your reading. First to the 6th of September. Okay, 6 cards, and then also I am going to be grabbing an oracle card as well. So 6 cards, got the Devil. Okay, first to the 6th. Okay, there's something to do with toxic attachments that's really coming through. I don't know why. Every time I think of the Devil card, I always just think of Saturn. To be honest, Saturn is in retrograde, so, you know, I'm honestly not really surprised. So we've got the Two of Swords here. We've got quite a lot of air energy as well. Wheel of Fortune. Ah, no wonder. Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter. Jupiter goes, actually, Jupiter's going to stay in retrograde from the 1st to the 6th of September, but the following week, it comes out of retrograde. Isn't that crazy? So you've got one last week to sort of persevere through the Jupiter being in retrograde. Okay, one last week. It's like one final push. You've got Justice, which is you. Last card here. Okay, so you may feel like things are, you know, quite challenging. You may feel like things are just really difficult. You just don't know what's happening. You don't understand what is going on. You may just feel like you don't have a clue as to what is happening, what is going on, how it's happening, you know, what, how, who, why, when. Like, you know, Devil here is that sort of energy of toxic attachment. The 9 of Swords here is that energy of, you know, feeling frustrated, feeling chaotic, feeling just, you know, so all over the place. 2 of Swords. Page of Swords, Justice. Okay, so first of all, the Devil here is a really strong, vibrant, necessary, productive energy here of considering who is around you and who is taking more from you than giving to you. Energy should always be very, very balanced, and I think that as a Libra, you know what's good for you and you know what's not good for you because you're very good at fishing all of that out. You're going to be really just protecting yourself and being there for yourself and focusing on yourself and looking after yourself. And that is the energy of justice. You're going to really want to be there for yourself, and you're going to want to really look after yourself, and that is justice. That is the really strong energy here of wanting to do things for you. That is justice. The Page of Swords here is a really strong energy in regards to you know, trying to perhaps find certain hobbies or things to learn, and you know, you might be just on YouTube, you know, looking at tarot readings or learning how to do certain things like knitting, crocheting, painting in a certain style, DIY. Like, you might just be online trying to learn how to do things, because the Page of Swords shows this DIY kind of energy. So you might be trying to, you know, find different distractions and different ways of doing things, because you perhaps are feeling like, you know, this person here or these certain people are just not doing anything for you. You might also be in a toxic relationship or a toxic work environment, or you may just be really fed up of what you're studying and learning, perhaps in education. The energy here is to make sure that you're treating yourself in a way where you want to be doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, so definitely, you know, take care of yourself and put yourself first. Like, that's what I want to say, because the Wheel of Fortune here shows that this is like the last sort of week before Jupiter goes into its direct energy. So, you know, if you are sort of really struggling in this month, I just want you to know that, you know, the following week it's going to be better. Like, I really see it here. And if you're really struggling, like, I just want to say again, it's going to be okay. The Wheel of Fortune here is also showing here that career-related energies, you know, you can feel a little bit blocked with the Devil. You may also feel just very, very stressed out. You may feel very just, you know, indecisive. You may feel like you're not being able to make decisions, but then, you know, when you just sort of sit and relax, you feel, you know, a little bit better. So you might be focusing more so on your hobbies and things that you want to learn and do. So justice here shows, you know, just take care of yourself. I think that the main priority from the 1st to the 6th of September is to take care of yourself. And if there are certain decisions that you feel like, you know, you just don't know what to do, you don't know what is right, you don't know how you feel, you don't know what you're doing, like, just take a moment to realize that you can do other things and come back to making this decision later. So it's something to be aware of, but it's also important to realize that some things can be very toxic and may not be good for you, and over time it can actually lead you feeling completely depleted of your own personal energy. So it's really important here to take care of yourself and to look after yourself, you know, so that you're not depleted of your own personal energy. Oh, you just can't make this up. Wow. Okay. It says here air magic. Alright, so air magic, you're an air sign, right? And it also shows here, you know, just this really strong energy of like purifying your space, taking care of yourself. If you see any white feathers, that can also be very, very lucky. During that time, it shows that your angels and your spirit guides are around you, they're guiding you, and they're trying to really just give you that sort of energy to see the light and to also progress forward, especially if you're finding it very, very hard to make certain decisions. Saging, purifying your space can be really great. Things like meditation can help with your mind and the soul. And your own personal energy. But what I would say here is that there's some form of toxic attachment that is happening, where when you sort of let go of this thing and you break the chains, it can make you feel so much lighter and brighter. At first you may feel really indecisive and kind of chaotic that you've done it, but then eventually I just see you here feeling so strong and confident within yourself and feeling really good within your own personal energy. And I just think that that's just such a lovely vibe and lovely energy that we pick up here. So, you know, look after yourself in this week, Libra. I don't want to, like, you know, come across and say, oh my god, it's so difficult or anything like that, but it's more so that some of you are just going through, you know, challenging times which you may have been going through for a while, and it's just that energy of like, I want you to know that you can hang in there and that this is a great week here to focus on the things that you love to do, right? Hobbies, goals, things that you like. Focus on those things. So that is your reading, Libra. Aquarius, let's have a look and see what is coming through for your reading from the 1st to the 6th of September. Let's have a look. King of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Okay, Aquarius. So 5 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Got here the 8 of Cups. Okay, we've got the King of Swords, which is your energy. Just want to say, okay, if life gives you lemons, or if life takes away your lemons, you can always grow your own. And I also feel as well that if life takes away your lemons, just remember that you don't necessarily need lemons to replace lemons. You can also find lime. You know what I mean? Sometimes change can be good. In fact, change can be excellent sometimes. And that is the beauty of life, is that sometimes change can give so much more than you could have ever thought of. So the King of Swords here shows that the universe has got big plans for you. And this week is definitely a huge, huge, huge week. In regards to taking care of yourself and taking care of your own energy and not always worrying about what other people are doing or who is hanging out with who, because the 5 of Pentacles is this energy of like the fear of missing out, right? The fear of missing out. Don't have the fear of missing out. You never know what you're actually missing out on. That's the thing. You know, so the 5 of Pentacles here is do not have this fear of missing out. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Look after yourself. Especially if someone has walked away from you or someone is not treating you right. You can't really be missing out on someone that is not treating you right or has walked away from you. They will never treat you right, right? Once they have left, okay, especially with this 8 of Cups, or someone doesn't want you as a part of their company or their business or in their friendship circle or in a relationship, they have made that conscious choice that they don't want to treat you that way, right? So you can't then be missing out, because even if you're around them, they don't care. You know what I mean? So the fear of missing out, I'm just saying, okay, really strong vibes and really strong energies. Like, it does not, yeah, the fear of missing out here is something that I think should be not even, you know, it shouldn't even be secondary. It shouldn't even be first. You know, it's one of those things. I know that, you know, sometimes we can feel lonely, we can feel upset, we can feel frustrated that perhaps someone is not there for us the way we want them to be for us. But what I see here is that you've got yourself, and at the end of the day, I feel like you're going to treat yourself so much better than what half of these people around you will treat you as. So the King of Swords here shows that the only person that can lift yourself up, that can only, you know, that can love you to that extent is you. Only you can love yourself in this way, okay? Only you can love yourself in this way. Only you can put yourself further forward, feel strong and confident within yourself and your own personal energy. Only you can treat yourself in this particular way. Give yourself lots of love, give yourself lots of good attention and company and happiness and joy. Only you can do this. Okay, so the King of Swords here shows that you have so much power and so much strength in your own hands. The 7 of Pentacles here shows a reflective energy and a reflective quality. So you might really be thinking about all of these things, and you might be thinking about your personal growth and how you've really become stronger and become much more confident and feel, you know, have become so much happier. And you might feel as well that, you know what, actually a lot of this happiness comes from within yourself. It comes from, you know, how you have your expectations met, not necessarily just this person coming in and just making you feel this way, but, you know, it's about sometimes having no expectations that can actually bring you so much happiness, because when then something happens, it's like, oh my God, wow, you know, it just feels even better. So I'm not saying here don't have expectations in your life, but sometimes when you get really attached to certain people, places and things, it's our expectations that makes us build this image of someone or something, and then when that thing goes, you feel like you're completely lost, like you can't live without it, like it's the worst thing ever because it's gone. But that's because it's your expectation that has essentially done that. So coming from a place of detachment is so much better, because then, you know, you can move forward. The key here is not to invest unless they invest. Okay, so very, very important, you know, because the more you invest, the trickier it becomes for yourself. So Judgment here is this energy really of just knowing that it's a transformative energy, okay? The 1st to the 6th here is about transformation. If someone's walked away from you, or if you've lost something that you thought was just really just necessary for you in life, just know that the universe here is showing you that you're so much stronger, that you have so much more that you can give yourself than that person could give you. And I also feel here as well with the Knight of Pentacles that there's opportunities coming your way, but it's up to you to stand by those opportunities and to accept those opportunities and to look out for those opportunities if you want them. If you're always in the mindset of I'm missing out and I have this fear, then you'll always be missing out. You'll always be missing out on things that you don't even that aren't even happening, right? Because you're making that up in your mind as well. That's the thing. I remember when I was, you know, a little bit younger, like there'd be parties that are happening, and I just feel like I'm always constantly missing out on. But then, you know, I'd get invited to one, and I'd be like, oh, this is what it's like, okay, because I'm not really missing out on. But then I wouldn't get invited again, and then I'd feel like, oh my god, you know, I'm missing out. But then actually, you know, that's your mind. That's your mind sort of feeding you these energies. So if, for example, you feel like you're missing out on a person, but then when you contact them, they don't really care, you're not really missing out, right? Because they don't care. So it's just one of those things to sort of keep in mind, is that sometimes it's our expectation that does that. You know, sometimes we have a ghost in our mind of what we expect a person or a situation to be, but it's not actually like that. You know what I mean? You're not missing out on what's truly for you. That's the deal, okay? So strength and confidence, you've got this Aquarius. Your oracle card here is affirmation for healing the heart. Okay, so something here is really affecting you quite a lot, but you've got so much strength and confidence to be able to move forward through this. I truly believe in it. It's a transformative energy, okay? It's there here. It's there for the best. And look at this, right? It's comfort. It's seeking support in those that support you. If you feel like you really have no one around you, know that you have your spirit guides and your angels. Know that you have the universe. Know that you have the divine. Know that you have God, all right? These are really important things to always note, is that they are around you. The other thing here as well is really just looking after yourself. You know, if you have a pet, you know, just being really close to them, admiring the things that you love in your life, hobbies, goals, dreams, lighting some candles can really help. You know, you've got this really cozy, warm fireplace. Make yourself cozy. You know, get dressed in your most coziest clothes, look after yourself, take care of yourself, put yourself first, and say to yourself, I am love. I live in love, not in fear, okay? Because this energy here will then take away everything else that you feel, right? You don't want to live in fear, you want to live in love. And I think that's very important here from the 1st to the 6th of September. You've got opportunities coming your way, but in order for you to attract them, you've got to also be in that high vibrational energy. All right, Aquarius, so this is your reading. Cancer, let's have a look and see what's coming through for your reading. 1st to the 6th of September. 6 of Swords with the Lovers. So got the Hermit. You've got Virgo season, of course. You've got a 9 here, so also quite interesting because 9th month is September. The Sun is in Virgo. Not in Vedic astrology. Obviously in Vedic astrology it's the Sun is actually in Leo still, but in Western astrology it is in Virgo. Ta-da! I get a lot of questions. Vedic astrology is more accurate to its degrees. Believe it or not, it is. I know it sounds really crazy to say, but it actually is. But you know, don't want to, you know, end up confusing too many people. And also, you know, if I see something that really relates to that side of things that I feel is very important to tell you, of course I'm going to tell you. So don't worry. As for now, this message here really does connect with sort of Western astrology because the Sun is in Virgo. So panic not, panic not. 6 of Cups. Okay. Cancer. This is the Hermit. I just thought I'd give you a little secret into tarot. That's actually the Hermit. And the Hermit is also the one in the 8 of Pentacles card that's working really hard. Yeah, there's little secrets in tarot that are quite interesting. So what I see here for you, Cancer, is that Virgo season, especially in the 1st to the 6th of September, it's the beginning of the month. You might be doing a lot of thinking in regards to your love life. You might be doing a lot of thinking in regards to how you want to grow and how you want to be the best version of yourself. Go for it, Cancer. Go for it. You've got this. You're strong. You're capable. You've got so much going for you. So what I would say here, especially with the Hermit energy, is that you might be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering, a lot of wondering. If your mind is going into overdrive, panic not. It is the season that you are in, all right? And you might be feeling quite emotional as well. And you may also feel just so challenged by your emotions that you just want to take your emotions to someplace else, and you just want to take your perhaps baggage or things that you have got going on to another place because you just can't be bothered to deal with them. So that is the Six of Swords coming through. You might just be like, you know what, take me somewhere else. I don't want to be here. For some of you, this could be retreating, taking a holiday during this time, or perhaps just taking a day to really just rest and relax. So that's what I'm seeing there. You're taking time and space for yourself, and that is something that is quite significant as well. You've also got here the Sun, and the Sun here is really showing you that, things are not all that bad. You have got lots of opportunities, and you might be looking around and thinking, where? But, the thing here is that it does depend on your emotional state, and it depends on how much you're lifting your arms out to the universe and saying, bring me all of this abundance, all right? So lift your arms up in the air, like I'm doing, like you can kind of see it there, and say to the universe, like, bring me all of this abundance. And the Lovers with the Six of Cups here shows that you might be thinking about, sort of the past. For some of you, you might be thinking of a past love and perhaps how things didn't work out, or you might be thinking about your love life currently and perhaps there's someone that is around and you just really want things to work out. And some of this could be really affecting your emotional energy, but what I will say to you is remember, anything that's meant for you will never pass you by. Also, sometimes the energies here are really showing that we can have so much expectation to the point that it just makes us feel really drained. So what I would say with the Lovers card here is take care of yourself. Take care of you. I just feel like that's very important here to mention. The Lovers here shows that for those of you that are single, there could be some interesting messages, DMs that could be coming through from new people. Those of you in a situation with someone, you might just feel like you're constantly overthinking about the situation and at times wondering, why are things the way that they are? Why are things happening the way that they are? What can I do about myself? How can I put myself in a better place, a better position? How can I look after myself? How can I take myself to a place where I feel happy, I feel strong, I feel confident? So these are all questions you're going to be asking yourself here in Cancer. Oh my gosh, you're going to be asking yourself, Cancer, in the time of, the 1st to the 6th of September. As my stomach is rumbling. You can tell, I just need a little bit more energy and some foods. Okay, so we've got here ground and center. So the message here with ground and center is definitely one of meditation, okay? Meditate, rest, retreat, take yourself to that place where you feel happy and centered and grounded, fulfilled, you feel good, you feel joyful, because that's what I'm seeing here. This grounding energy is very necessary. The Lovers here is a good sign though, because it does show that sort of, in terms of contact and communication, things are looking pretty good with those that you love. Could be family members, relations, friendships, it's looking really good, or relationships, should I say. Grounding and centering yourself is a really good thing to do. The Hermit also very much so does that as well. They're very grounded, centered. This is that energy of being in your own energy and feeling okay and being okay. Sometimes people have a lot of difficulty just being by themselves or sitting, by themselves. I see here with this sort of 9 energy with September, and also, first week, going out there into nature, going out, sitting in nature, meditating in nature, can really make you feel so much better and so much stronger and so much more uplifted as well. All right, so that's what we have got right there for you, Cancer. Take care of you, all right? Take care of you, and that's the best thing you can do. All right, let's have a look and see, Pisces, what we have got coming through in regards to your messages. So 6 cards, let's see. Okay, still need one more. There we go. Right, so we've got here Judgment, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Pisces, what I see here, you've got a lot of Pisces energy with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups as well. For the 1st to the 6th of September, I really see you here connecting very well with people around you. I see you being very emotionally connected to those around you. There is this energy here that you're much more mature than some of the people around you. I just want to say that as well with the Queen of Cups. Whether you're male or female, I just see you being the more mature one. So when you are more of the mature one, you know, sometimes you can have a lot of expectations of people to act the way that you're acting, but just know that not everyone is like you. So, you know, it's just something to be aware of, especially in regards to a relationship. If someone is acting immature, perhaps not showing you as much attention as you deserve, or not giving you the sort of priority that you need in your life, just know that sometimes people are just very, very immature and they don't really care about themselves. Sorry, they don't really care about others as they care about themselves. So again, it's just something to really put into perspective, is look after yourself, take care of yourself, and put yourself first. You know, put yourself first. Absolutely the most key, crucial, vital thing in the entire world is look after you and know that you are number one. All right, I feel it so strongly here, like you are number one. So put yourself on the pedestal, and you know what, that Knight of Cups as well here shows that, you know, there can be other people around you that perhaps are just so immature. Well, guess what? If they're immature, then they are immature. Like, what more can we do about that? Nothing, right? You can't control someone. You can't tell them, like, oh, you're being immature, you're going to get punished and thrown in jail. Like, you know, even criminals don't care what they're doing sometimes. And that's the crazy thing, right? So you can't really tell someone how to act, but you can act in a way that is morally right for yourself. And just want some of you to know that as well, because you might be thinking, oh, why doesn't this person respond to my message? Why don't they care about me? Why don't they talk to me? Why don't they listen to me? Why don't they show me care and love like I show them? Well, that's because they are their own person, you know, and it's frustrating for sure. So judgment here is making decisions from a point where you're able to understand their perspective as well, and, you know, not just wanting it for yourself. You know, it's that kind of energy that I think is really important. Sometimes, you know, people just want to talk to others because they're lonely, or sometimes people want love because they feel lonely, but it's also about looking at the quality of the person as well. I think that's very important as well. Anyways, so what I do see here with judgment is it's that energy of, you know, you feeling like, oh, you know, I just can't be bothered with people that are so immature. You've got these two knights here, and then you've got these two queens. To me, I see you as this queen kind of energy where you know what you want, you have your boundaries, you know the red flags, you have your non-negotiables, you know what you want in life, but somehow you still keep coming across perhaps, you know, these energies that are not good for you. This can be friendship-wise, can be career-wise, can be love-wise. Remember the things that you can choose rather than the things you can't choose. So, you know, for example, with family, you can't choose family, but you can choose those other aspects I just mentioned, right? So you might just feel like you keep coming across those kinds of people, but is that because you keep allowing them to treat you in a way that you don't deserve to be treated? Ask yourself that question. Judgment, you're going to be thinking a lot about this over the course of the week. You're going to be thinking, am I just allowing people to treat me like this? Because that's often what happens, you know, is that we allow someone to treat us in that way. And sometimes we get scared, like, okay, if I don't allow this person, you know, to treat me like this, maybe they'll run away, but I don't want them to run away. But ask yourself this, is them running away going to make them treat you better anyways? No. And then, can that make room for someone who can treat you better? Yes. Okay, so Four of Pentacles here. You're going to be in your own thoughts here, Pisces, and you're really going to be thinking about what makes you feel good. Perhaps these people can't emotionally connect to you. They can't understand you. Perhaps they can't process their emotions. Perhaps they're emotionally unavailable, in which case, my gosh, I you know, sometimes waving those people goodbye is a better option. You know, I'm not telling you to do that because obviously I can't tell you what to do, but you know, it's hard, especially if you are someone who's connected so emotionally and someone else can't understand their emotions, then it's a big disconnect. Okay, so we've got here the message of change and progress. See, there's a lot of change here. Like, I definitely feel like you're thinking about who is there for me and who is not, who understands me and who does not, who is making a conscious effort and who is not. And that's not to say that's, for example, if you speak to this person and you feel bad for how you say like, oh, I need you to be more this and I need you to be that, or this is how I see my life, and then they run away. Don't feel guilty based on what you said as well. Because a lot of people come to me and they say, Moonlight, I told this person that I really wanted this, this, and this, and they ran away. And I feel really bad because I don't want them to run away. And it's like, but you said the truth, right? Don't be afraid of your truth. Do not be afraid of your truth. Truth often brings change. Truth often brings progress. The right people will stand by you and work through things. There are certain people that have said, really horrible things to others, but the other person still wants to work on things. They still want to fight for things. They still want to not let go of the other person, right? Saying how you feel will never ruin something that's real, okay? I just want to say that. It will never ruin something that is real, because it takes maturity as well, right? And you have that maturity, other people don't. So, don't be afraid of change and progress. It can actually bring so much, better energy to you. And it may feel uncertain, but that's the thing, right? Change brings so much uncertainty. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what's happening at all. But that's the beauty of it, right? The beautiful beauty of it. So that is your reading, Pisces. And now we are going to go to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's have a look and see what is coming through for your reading, 1st to the 6th of September. Last but never least, okay, just want to say that, last but never least. Yes, let's see, 1st to the 6th of September. We have the moon. Oh, it just fell on the floor. Well, it fell in the drawer actually, but it feels like it fell on the floor. So we've got the 7 of Wands with the moon card. Okay. Wands, Hanged Man, Ten of Swords, let's take the 2 of Pentacles, okay? I always go for 6 cards and just a bunch more fell out. So, got the moon here. During this week, you might be feeling like everything is very all over the place. You may feel like you need to sort through things. You may feel like you need to tidy your space. You may feel like, oh my god, everything is just everywhere. You may also feel like your mind is very cluttered, and that you feel like you need to declutter your mind. You need to declutter your space. You need to do some cleaning. There's a lot of this energy that is really just coming through with this moon card. There's just this vibe of feeling like I need to do this, 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 I need to do this. Don't know where to begin, but I need to do all of this. So that's the moon card coming through really, really strongly. You've also got here the Hanged Man. You've also got the 2 of Pentacles as well. You've got the 4 of Wands, you've got the 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, so if something has come to an end for you, because not everything has come to an end for every single Scorpio here, but if something has come to an end for you, I want you to know that this brings a great change. It's going to bring something so much better and so much more progressive. So in the week, okay, if there is a great change that occurs or something that you feel like you've lost, just know that it may feel like a real big struggle to begin with, all right, but it's the divine bringing in something so much better. I just want to say that because this sort of Scorpio energy here really does resemble Scorpio, because I keep looking at the 10 and I keep thinking of sort of like October, and I keep thinking also of Scorpio season as well, even though this is more so for this week. It's more so showcasing with the 2 of Pentacles as well. Take care of yourself, look after yourself, find balance within yourself, do things that make you feel good. The 10 of Swords here just feels like you've been betrayed, or you feel really upset or sad about a certain situation, and you feel like it's a struggle, and you feel like until that situation gets resolved, you just feel like you won't be happy. That's not entirely true. Happiness is a choice, and you can choose at any point to pick yourself up and to just dance in the rain, even though I don't really recommend that because, you might get a cold, but This is that energy of the moon saying that, you know, pain is temporary. You know, this is about cycles and phases. And I always feel as well, if this is to do with love, then I definitely feel here, because you are a Scorpio, whether you're a sun, moon, rising, or a Venus sign Scorpio, Scorpios have a very intense ability to love, and they really care, and it's very, very intense. It's very, very deep, and it's very, very significant. So not to say that if you have Venus in any other like sign, or if you have, it basically, it's not to say that if you have any other sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, that it's not as important or necessary. But what I'm trying to say here, or it's intense, sorry. What I'm trying to say is Scorpio is one of the most intense when it comes to love, and so it can hurt a lot more. It can be so much more emotional. It can be so much more painful. So what I would say to you is, yes, it can feel like a struggle, this entire situation, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, you can pick yourself up, and you can note that every single morning the sun is going to rise. Whether you see it or not, it will rise. And you need reliability, you need consistency, you need this energy of being supported. And if you don't have that, then you haven't really lost much. Okay, and I want to say that because, you know what, in the moment you may feel like you've lost a lot, but there's a lot of chemicals that go on in our entire body, and sometimes when we're withdrawing from certain energies or something has gone, our body is also like withdrawing from that from those feelings and those chemicals. So just something to mention, that it's science, all right? It is science. So just note that you might go through, this sort of turmoil, emotionally, like turmoil kind of energy of like feeling like everything is all over the place, and just you may feel very emotional, you may cry a lot, but you're going to get through it, all right? Especially if something has ended here. Now, for those of you that, there's no ending here, what I'm seeing here is the Ten of Swords is about you just putting certain things in the past and just, moving forward. This is about taking the lessons forward, but not taking all of the baggage, the emotion, the woulda, coulda, shoulda into the future. So that's the energy that I'm seeing here. Also with the Hangman as well, spirituality can really help, combined with the moon energy. Meditation, yoga, and journaling can help a ton. Can really help you to feel so much more, connected to the divine, which we see with the Four of Wands. Prayer can also really help as well. It will make you feel more balanced, and it's a great month here to really focus on career or education related things, right? So that's what I'm seeing here also with institution as well. A lot of people are sort of going back to school around this time, especially in the UK. Obviously term times are different everywhere in the world, but I know especially here, that's a time when people are sort of going back into education, and things are starting up again. So I really just feel here that the energy here for you, Scorpio, is you're going to get through this week, and you will get through it because of the resilience of yourself, not because of what other people are always constantly giving you. Is what you're giving yourself. And I think that's one thing to really make you know, is that you've got some strength, okay? You've got some real big strength that I'm picking up on. Meditation to dig deep, see? I did tell you, meditation can really help you. This is that kind of energy of, digging deep in your own personal energy, looking after yourself, looking after those, that heart of yours, those hobbies of yours that you enjoy doing, your projects, not leaving those on the back burner. This is about you tidying your space, doing things for you, digging deep within yourself, knowing how you deserve to be treated, and knowing what you deserve. At the end of the day, you deserve so much, and I just want to tell you that you deserve a lot. And if something or someone is making you feel really, really bad, just know that at the end of the day, you have yourself, and you can lift yourself out of this. I'm sure you've been through more difficult and challenging periods of time and situations that you have gotten through, and just know that if you got through those, you can get through these. But yeah, there's a lot of sort of energy, sort of clearing, and that kind of vibe that I'm also picking up on as well, where you're finding a lot more balance within yourself, you're finding happiness within yourself, and it's a step-by-step process. And I just see that over the course of that week, or this week, you're going to really find that you're getting yourself together, and you're slowly but surely you're sort of digging deep, but you're also sort of getting yourself out of the hole at the same time. It's that kind of vibe that I'm picking up, and you're finding some treasures here within yourself, and really balancing yourself as well. So look after yourself, and do the things that really are necessary as well. Try not to put off work, or put off certain things that you've are blessings as well. What happens sometimes, and I'll just give this as an example, is sometimes people go through heartbreak, or they go through really difficult situations, and then when they get to their work, they're just completely drained. They have no energy for their work because that's all they are thinking about. So make sure that you're also prioritizing those aspects. The last thing you would want is to lose opportunities based on something that you've already lost as well. You know, that's something that's really very, very important as well. So, you know, preserve and have gratitude also for the things that you do have. I think that's very important. Not that I'm saying that you don't, but I think that this can really help in really tough situations where you feel like things are not working out or things are not progressing. Know that you have the divine, know that you have yourself, and I think that will just really help you to feel happier, feel confident, feel more secure, and feel just so much more, you know, blessed in that sense. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so I hope it wasn't too much of like a difficult reading. I just want you to know that you're going to get through it, all right? And whatever this difficulty is, you will get through it, Scorpio. So as you're reading, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings. Do check out the description box below for information on the intention bracelets, also the intention cards and everything that's on Etsy. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, etc. And do take care. Bye.